Welcome back to AutoZone. Today we're diving deep into the 2026 Toyota Highlander SUV, a vehicle that brings some significant changes and upgrades and deserves your full attention if you're shopping for a three-row SUV that can handle family life, daily commuting, weekend adventures, and still look modern and capable doing it. First up, the big news for 2026, every single trim of the Highlander now comes with all-wheel drive AWD as standard. That's right, there are no longer front-wheel drive base models for the Highlander. Also, the old entry-level LE trim has been dropped and the new lineup now starts with the XLE AWD. So what does that mean for you? It means that from the get-go you're getting better traction, more confidence in bad weather or mixed road surfaces, and it changes how this SUV positions itself: more premium, more capable, fewer compromises. Car and Driver Plus 2. Car and Driver Plus 1. Under the hood there are two main powertrain choices. The standard gas model is powered by a 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine producing 265 horsepower and 310 lb-ft of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic and full-time AWD. Fuel economy for that non-hybrid gas version is rated at roughly 21 mpg city, 28 mpg highway, 24 mpg combined in US spec. On the hybrid side, you get a hybrid powertrain with AWD as standard, producing approximately 243 net combined horsepower and an estimated 35 mpg combined. And it's capable of towing up to around 3,500 pounds in the hybrid AWD setup. So you've got the choice: more traditional gas engine with solid performance, or the hybrid with better efficiency and the same three-row capability. Toyota USA Newsroom Plus 1. Cars Direct. Toyota USA Newsroom Plus 1. Toyota USA Newsroom. Stepping inside the cabin, the 2026 Highlander continues to offer seating for either 7 or 8 people, depending on whether you go with second-row Captain-S chairs for 7 or a second-row bench for 8. The materials have been upgraded compared to older versions: more soft touch surfaces, better finish, a more modern feel overall. The second row is roomy enough for most adults, though the third row remains tighter and is best suited for kids or shorter adults. That's typical for this class, but important to keep in mind if you frequently carry 7 full-sized adults. Cargo space behind the third row is decent for daily loads, but if you fold that third row you open up much more flexibility for gear, luggage, weekend getaways. Cars Direct. Technology and safety are well covered. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the safety suite includes automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and much more. With standard AWD, you now get both capability and convenience. On the hybrid, since Toyota places the battery under the second row, you don't lose as much cargo or passenger space, an important detail for usability. On the exterior, the styling hasn't been dramatically overhauled, but Toyota has refined the look: sharper lines, a more confident front end, LED lighting, refreshed wheels, and exterior detailing that move the Highlander closer in feel to premium offerings without becoming over the top. Toyota USA Newsroom. Now, let's talk about the driving experience, because that really brings everything together. Driving the turbo gas model, you'll feel good mid-range torque, quick responses in everyday driving, and those 310 lb-ft of torque help when merging, overtaking, or pulling a trailer. The ride is comfortable and refined, with the AWD system giving you added peace of mind on slippery roads. The hybrid version is quieter at lower speeds, especially in city driving, gives you smooth transitions between electric and gasoline power, and you'll appreciate the better fuel economy if you commute daily or take longer highway runs. On the value front, you should know that the starting price has gone up relative to previous years because of the shift to standard AWD and the elimination of the LE trim. One spec sheet lists the starting MSRP for the XLE AWD gas model at about US $46,765 in the US market. That means while you're getting more capability as standard, you'll likely pay more upfront. So budget accordingly and consider whether you'll make use of the added features. If you don't need AWD or rarely use the third row, maybe another vehicle in the class gives you more value. Cars Direct +1. For viewers of AutoZone who are serious about this vehicle, here's what I'd suggest. Go drive both powertrains, turbo gas and hybrid, so you can feel how they differ in throttle response, noise, smoothness, and fuel consumption. When you test, sit in the third row with your typical passengers, kids or adults, and load your gear, luggage, sports equipment, whatever you routinely carry, and see how seats and cargo space suit your lifestyle. Drive on all the types of roads you use, highways, urban roads, wet or uneven surfaces. Test how the AWD performs in real conditions. Check the tech, infotainment, connectivity, driver assists. Make sure everything works how you expect. And last but definitely not least, understand the local market, pricing in your region, import duties, parts availability, service network, fuel costs, taxes, especially if you're outside the US, as these will affect long-term ownership. In summary, the 2026 Toyota Highlander is a smart evolution of a popular model rather than a radical reinvention. It maintains the things we've loved: three-row seating, Toyota's strong reliability, family usability, and layers on important upgrades, AWD across the board, a modern turbo engine, an efficient hybrid alternative, better interior finish, updated tech and safety. If you're in the market for a three-row SUV that balances performance, efficiency, comfort, and versatility, this is absolutely a serious contender. For viewers of AutoZone, this is the kind of vehicle that checks many boxes: daily usability, family flexibility, modern tech, safety, and usable capability. Yes, it costs a bit more than older models, but if you will make use of the extra features and value what all-weather capability and refined driving bring, it could very well be worth the premium. If you're shopping this year or early next, I'd place the 2026 Highlander firmly on your shortlist. Make sure you compare it with competitors in your market, match the version of the vehicle to your actual needs, not just the checklist, and then take your test drive with real-world tasks in mind: passengers, cargo, driving conditions. Thanks for watching this detailed review on AutoZone. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, click subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our future deep dives, comparisons, and owner long-term reviews. Drop a comment below and let us know, would you pick the turbo gas version or the hybrid? Which features are most critical for you in a three-row SUV? We'll read your comments and maybe pick your suggestion for our next video. Until next time, stay safe, keep driving smart, and we'll see you in the next one.